sure the recording is in progress. Of course it is. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to part two of our mega song exchange here on Massey's Main Entertainment. I'm Brian, and I'm joined again by my fellow music minds, Rich Strickler. Say hello, Rich.
Hey guys.
And Doc. I think I got to talk to you when we get done this. I think ACDC is going to be in your area next year, and I was thinking about coming to see you. And
Right
Randy, how you
on.
doing tonight?
Wow.
And we're going to be diving into another round of deep cuts and hidden gems and personal favorites. If you're new to this series, which you probably are because this is only the second video of it anyway, here's how it works. Each and one of us brought three songs that were chosen for us by the other three guys, and we'll go around the table one at a time as each one of us reveal that particular lineup that we were given. Then the rest of the crew will kind of jump in and make a prediction about which track that we like the most of the whole bunch. So tonight's batting order will be me. I'll be kicking things off because I went last time. Doc, you're going to have to go second. Randy's got third, and Rich gets to bat cleanup tonight, which he prefers that position anyway. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, drop your maybe drop some songs down below that you would have picked for each one of us, and check out our song link, which will be down below on the Spotify link, and it'll be entitled Song Exchange Part 2 in the description, so you can check that out yourself. So without further ado, guys, we'll just kind of jump right in here. I'll talk real quickly about the songs that were chosen for me. Randy gave me by make sure I got it right, Alejandro Escovedo, getting Ballad of the Sun and the Moon. Rich gave me Jackson Browne's Just Say Yeah, and Doc threw Big Wreck at me, which he's given me some Big Wreck songs before to listen to as friends. This one was called Albatross from the album of the same name. So, all right, guys, did everybody get a chance to listen to all the songs? You got kind of an idea about what you think? What do you think I'm gonna pick for the best one?
I guess I can jump in first here.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Sure. I thought there was a certain vibe with a lot of the songs going on in the choosing too. I thought there was a lot of country vibe on some of the tunes in there as we went along. But the tunes are great across the board. So, and with like any kind of music, I think it's a mood thing on how you pick things sometimes as well. So, and I liked all the tunes that were given to you. In fact, I liked the tunes across the board. If you want the truth, I think. Which one do I think you're going to go with? I think you're going to go with Randy's tune. Actually, that's my gut feeling.
Alejandro's.
Yeah.
Rich, what about you? What do you think?
Based on my listening skills and being a homer, I'm going to take the one that I recommended.
You can take Jackson Browne. Okay.
I just have a gut feeling. I could be totally off base, but
okay, go ahead. Randy, what do you think then? Are you going to stick with your pick?
I do know that Jackson Browne song. That's one of his better later tunes, I think. But I'm going to pick my song, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Absolutely.
Well, Doc is absolutely right. I mean, I liked all of these songs. They all have a different flavor. I think, Randy, in the past, you've given me some stuff with Latin tinges before, like from Calexico, right? I believe. And some album exchanges and stuff like that. So I really like the kind of Latin flavor to this song. There's a really great string arrangement for it as well. I read a little bit about what the song meant, by the artist himself. I guess his grandfather was an immigrant, and it's about him traveling across the border and the good, the bad that happened. And so there's a parallel with the metaphor for the sun and the moon. And also about seeing being on two different sides of an imaginary line. A lot of metaphors about that as well, which I thought it's really well written. Really, the song structure was really great and very catchy. I mean, I like the Latin flavor. Rich's one I really liked. I didn't even realize Jackson Browne was even putting out an album after I'm Alive. I think that's the last album I had ever heard of his chronologically, anyway. And then so now I heard this song, and I may have to check out the whole album. This song seemed a little bit more personable for him, I think, Very catchy rhyme scheme. I think I was talking about there was like a double rhyme scheme, and like he has a rhyme within the line, and then there's a rhyme later for each verse. That I thought that's really catchy and interesting and well put together. I think it's a very catchy and melodic tune. I didn't even know the song existed, so that's kind of cool. And then Doc, he gave me a little bit more of that rock flavor, which I kind of expected Doc would for me anyway. He knows I like Big Wreck. I think a song he suggested to me a long time ago was Blown Wide Open.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. In Loving Memory of was the album, I believe, Doc, or something that you had me listen to. So I'm a fan of them as well. So I liked all the songs. If I had to pick a song, I think I'm going to take Randy's song. I think that just so many different flavors in that song that that's a song I can keep coming back to and getting something out of more and more and more as I go. So yeah, I took the Alejandro Escovedo song. So
Very good.
Very good.
all right.
I was trying to appeal more towards you, like your heavier side, the Metallica mode, man. I'll go down that road with a guitar riff on there. But
Yeah.
he's got that Cornell sound, man. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ian McSorley sounds just like Chris Cornell. So
yeah, oh yeah.
And Doc, you're up next, bud.
I'm up next. So what do I have? Rich threw at me Cornwall Blank by America. Randy threw at me Riverside Van Gogh, the Beat Farmers. And Brian, you threw at me The Verb, Lucky Man.
So
Loved all three songs. That's the right out of the gate. So I'll tell you that right now.
so
Once again, it's that mood thing and stuff like that. I knew the song Lucky Man from The Verb. I can start there if you want. So it's a great tune. Not too many people. Everyone knows The Verb for Bittersweet Symphony, and that's pretty much it. But Lucky Man might be like a number 2 or 3 song on their catalog that you may or may not know. It's a really catchy tune, man. And it flows. And it starts off a certain way, but when it gets to the chorus and you're into the song itself, you almost get kind of taken away with it. It's almost one of those kind of songs. You just, all right, I'm listening to a great tune kind of thing, man. That's the way it feels. But I had not heard the Cornwall Blank song from America. And I don't know a lot of America, I'm not going to lie to you. But that tune was really freaking cool, man. That had a lot of the classic CSNY kind of vibe or something along those lines. Maybe with a little bit more even guitar at certain parts in it that I kind of like. Just the riff on it and stuff like that is pretty solid. It's a solid tune, man. And then Randy's Riverside. Man, I had a lot of notes for your tune here, Randy. Holy cow. I was there, man. That's Kenny Loggins meets Bryan Adams meets, it had country, Tom Petty-ish vibes, at certain points, Collective Soul I even heard in there. There's a lot of different feelings I had in there. I can almost hear different things in it. And I didn't know where that tune was going to go. So I listened to the tunes. I listened to every song around 4 times.
What are we predicting?
Go around the corner, and you guys can pick.
yeah.
Brian?
Rich, what do you think?
I'm going to go with that Verb song. I think it's more of a rocker than the other two. It's kind of is it Britpop? Is that what that category would be?
Yeah, they're more like post grunge. Yeah, Britpop a little bit. Yeah,
that's the one I'm leaning towards. I think all 3 were good selections, but I'm going to go with the Verb this time, which was Brian's choice.
Randy, what about you?
Yeah, I don't want to be a homer, so I'm going to probably take the Verve song too, I think.
Yeah, see, I'm going to go with Rich's pick here, the Cornwall Blank. I had heard the song, and when I saw it on the list, I'm going, yeah, that just feels like it's in Doc's wheelhouse a little bit more. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take Rich's pick. So Doc, what'd you pick?
Well, between the 3 of you, you all got it wrong.
Wow.
I'm going with Randy's pick here.
Wow, nice.
Riverside. I didn't know what to make out of it, to be honest with you, when I first got into it. But man, when I got into it, I couldn't stop listening to it. It's one of those where you're like another earwormish kind of things, man. It gets in my head, and I get into it. It's got a flow. I really like the flow of that tune. I like them all. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I did 2 of them already. Maybe about 3 of them probably made my playlist now. So I do like them all. But that tune, out of the 3, I'm just leaning a little more towards that one.
Okay.
That's interesting because I had written down upbeat country rock. Not sure if it's Doc's vibe or not. So that was my comment.
Yeah.
But it ended up being.
Yeah, it
Nice.
can catch. If it catches, it catches. There's nothing
Yeah.
getting wrong with the music, man.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Randy, tell us what was picked for you.
I have the song Tell Him by Patty Drew, is what Rich gave me. The song Lazarus by Porcupine Tree that Brian gave me. And Wake Up from Arcade Fire that Doc gave me.
All right. Rich, what do you think? What do you think Randy would go with?
This was a tough call because it could have been any of the three, obviously. But I'm going to go with the Porcupine Tree song. It's kind of mellow, but I like the song. I thought it was pretty solid. That's what I'm going to go with.
Doc?
It's a tough one. I'm going to say I'm going to give it a shot and keep it in my own backyard. I'm going to say you went with the Arcade Fire too.
Okay. I honestly I would think the Patty Drew song would be in
Yeah.
Randy's wheelhouse, but I'm gonna actually pick my song this time around. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Porcupine Tree song. So Lazarus. Okay,
All
Randy.
depends.
Say, I'll just talk about him first
Yeah.
and then I'll tell you. Okay, the Patty Drew song, Tell Him. First, I thought it might have been the song by the Exciters, but then when I listened to it, I go, oh, no, it's just a different classic R&B tune that was unknown to me. I guess it did chart on the R&B charts, but I hadn't heard it before. But it's kind of got this doo-wop like response vocal that kind of follows Patty's strong, soulful singing. Also includes this fiery horn section, just the perfect recipe for a 60s R&B tune. And then for Porcupine Tree, the song Lazarus. Now, I do have a Steven Wilson album, Hand Cannot Erase.
Great album.
So I did know him a little bit, but I don't have anything but a Porcupine Tree. But this was like this beautiful upfront piano, wonderfully sung by Steven Wilson with this kind of melancholic feel, but with this atmospheric instrumentation. I'm not sure I really understand the lyrics, which kind of deals with death and maybe a conversation between a mother and a son. I'm not really positive about that. But now I'm thinking about this, and then I'm thinking about the album Hand Cannot Erase, and I was wondering, does Steven Wilson write any happy songs?
I don't think he does.
But it's a beautiful song. It's fantastic. And then Wake Up, Arcade Fire. Like I said, I do have the album The Suburbs by Arcade Fire, and I kind of remember the hits, but I don't really even remember the deep cuts. I'm going to have to pull that album out. But I really like the layered voices and this kind of anthemic progression and the music. It's kind of a song that just keeps on building. And it kind of reminded me, for some reason, like an alternative rock homage to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. They have a song called Wake Up Everybody, but only this is more of an individual wake up, looking at more personal, kind of looking at growing up and into adulthood, overcoming the struggles. And I have to say, I loved all three of these songs. I thought they were great. But I think you guys got it wrong. Rich kind of has a cheat code for me, and I love those 60s type R&B songs. So I'm going to pick it, but narrowly, because I loved all three of these.
Nice.
Very good.
That was a song I knew from local radio in the 60s. I think Patty Drew came out of Chicago, but for some reason, her voice in that song caught on in Philly because R&B was big there. And they just played it, and I don't think it was played anywhere else. It was a minor hit nationally. But I just thought that would be one that Randy might not have known, and I think he would have liked it, but I didn't know he liked it that much. But it was a tight race, obviously.
Nice.
Definitely can see it. Definitely can see it. You're going to get 3 songs from the 60s in the R&B class next week, eh, Randy? So just keep that in mind.
Pretty soon you'll run into one that maybe I've heard before.
Right.
You have to email me for the cheat sheet, though, because I have a couple.
Yeah. All right. Rich, you get to go last, bud.
All righty. Again, you guys did a good job picking stuff for me. Brian gave me a John Hyatt song called Perfectly Good Guitar. Randy gave me Josh Ritter and Getting Ready to Get Down. And Doc came up with World Party and the song title Ship of Fools. not to be confused with the Robert Plant tune.
That's correct.
That's right.
But
Randy?
I'm gonna let you guys
Yeah.
figure out what I liked, and then I'll go into it.
All right, Randy, what do you think he's going to pick?
I'm gonna guess the World Party tune. All three of these songs. And actually, it was really funny because I was almost gave him a John Hyatt song. I think I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was going to be off the Tiki Bar is Open, but I changed at the last minute.
Ooh, Doc, what do you think?
Yeah, all three could probably fit into Rich's wheelhouse at one point or another. My pick of the World Party is probably outside the vibe, but I might have hit on something with Rich on a couple of these tunes here once in a while. So I'm going to stick with my pick actually again here. I don't know if I'll be a home or two in a row, but I will.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering whether that's the one he would lean toward. I mean, this is kind of a offshoot of the Water Boys a little bit, that kind of sound, but something that's a little bit more closer to what Rich would listen to. So I'm going to go with the World Party tune as well.
Wow, stump the panel. I did like it. Obviously, I liked all three. Perfectly Good Guitar is an interesting song too. That I like his lyricism, and he's kind of resentful and protective of resentful that people are rock stars are smashing their guitars, and he gives different examples of it in the lyrics. You should treat him like you treat your girlfriend. At one point, he says, which is a cool line. They should be part of your extension of who you are. If you're a musician, you don't want to smash your guitars, and that's what he's getting across. So I like that tune. But the one that took the cake for me is the Josh Ritter song that Randy gave me. Getting Ready to Get Down. I don't know why, because the first time I heard it, I said, "What is this?" And then the more I listened to it, the wordplay is very clever, kind of runs together. It's kind of catchy Americana. There's a little sex in it, a little religion in it, little different things that are interesting to me. So that's the one I'm going to go with. Josh Ritter's Getting Ready to Get Down. It's definitely catchy, and that's the one thing that I like. And I like the lyricism. Again, I wish I could run through it all for you, but if you haven't heard that song, check it out. He's talking about a girl going away and Bible college and getting ready to get down, and he gives you a bunch of different things to think about. I really enjoyed it. So that wins pretty decisively this time, but I liked all the songs.
Well, awesome.
Very cool.
Well, one thing for sure that we learned is that we do like all the songs, but this panel stinks at picking whatever other person's actually going to do. Right? We're terrible at that.
We got to improve on that.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, I think we kind of know what they like, but we don't know what they really like yet. We got to really kind of zone in here, I think. So,
right.
But that's going to do it for our second installment of the Mega Song Exchange. Be sure to check out Rich's channel and Randy Nelson's channel as well. Like, sub, and comment down below. Check out the Spotify link if you want to check out the 12 songs that were picked from us. And join us next time. We really like this series, and something fun that we like to do. So take care, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.